Okay, you're in for a treat now because I've twisted Phil Whitehawk's arm enough that he is going to tell us a story, one of his favorite stories, and he's quite the storyteller too. And the name of the story is...
How I successfully tried to overcome jealousy and failed. Okay, well, I came up during the folk era, shared the stage with a lot of people who went ahead and made it. They made it on a national scene, and I didn't. So a lot of times people would say, well, you knew all these people, and they all were successful, and weren't you resentful of that? And I said, well, I tried not to be, but I guess I was on a couple of occasions. And he said, well, what was that? I said, well, I shared the stage many times with John Duchendorf, who later became John Denver, before he went with the Mitchell Trio and made it big. I said I shared the stage with them many times, shared the dressing room with many times, and later on, he got to go with Jacques Cousteau and write a song about the Calypso. And I, as a songwriter, felt I could have written a better song, and I ground some ivory. But the one that really got me is he made an album with Placido Domingo, who is one of my heroes in opera. My training is in opera, and I could have sung that a lot better than Denver, right? But I don't begrudge his success. He's an excellent songwriter. I admire him as a writer and as a person. But I have this little twinge, the green monster, that I thought I could have better job in these particular two instances.
Sweet. And you were also telling me a story of another celebrity that you toured with.
Oh, yeah. My friend Pat Paulson.
Yes.
Pat Paulson. He used to go on stage as a stand-up comic in the 70s. And he would appear on stage carrying a guitar. And in these hootenannies, everybody would perform and sing and play an instrument. Everybody for him and everybody after him. But he would appear on stage and do 30 minutes of stand-up with this deadpan expression and never once play that guitar, never touched it once. And then he went on to have a satirical presidential campaign. And he was so successful, and the Congress got so upset they passed a law against Pat Paulson. And so I thought, well, this is a national significance, right? And I thought, well, that's it. We'll never see another really funny presidential cycle until now. Now is wonderful. This is the most fun I had with the presidential cycle since Pat Paulson ran for president. And all of this stuff is over the top. All of these politicians are out there making absolute fools of themselves, and none of them are saying anything really important. And everybody has a script that they're trying to get and gain votes by and sponsorship by. And I've always said for a long time that all politicians should dress like NASCAR drivers with the advertisement here and here and here and here and here, and that way you could look them over and see what you were getting.
Exactly right. Oh, thank you very much. That was one of my favorite ones right there.